Good morning, and welcome to the Steel Magnolias podcast, featuring Madeline, Delaney, Caleb, and our newest member, Ariel. Today we will be talking about technology and its positive and negative effects. First, we will talk about the positives of technology. Caleb, take it away. Very nice. Technology has a huge influence on America. Without technology, America wouldn't be where we are now. Delaney, how about you talk about that and why Americans are so obsessed with using technology?
Technology has changed a lot over the last 200 years. We started out with things as simple as the typewriter that allowed people to type instead of having to handwrite everything. Now we have cell phones and computers that you can do almost anything with. You can shop online for anything you could ever want instead of having to get out and go to the store. You can look up any question you might have and get the answer in less than 5 seconds, and more recently, you're even able to order a pizza online. Instead of calling someone, you're able to text them and eliminate face to face confrontation, which may or may not be a bad thing. I mean, I wouldn't want to be dumped over a text, but that's none of my business. Technology has become easier and faster over the years, and I think that's why Americans are so obsessed. The newer and faster, the better, right? Americans want things right now, with no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
I agree completely. Technology has become such a big part of our daily lives. It has almost become impossible to live without technology in this day and age. Think about it. Going to school, the grocery store, or even the gym. We have to use technology all day, every day, it seems like. That can be a negative thing too. Ariel, why don't you talk about the negatives?
Technology has brought a lot of positives to our lives, but there are also a lot of negatives. Communication nowadays is a big one. Sure, we can get a hold of our family members and friends without needing to walk to their houses to tell them whatever, but it has also eliminated face to face contact. Instead of walking over to someone who may be just across the room to ask them a question, we'll just shoot them a text. Now we don't have much need for talking to people in person because we can do it whenever and wherever from our cell phones. Technology has also enabled us from thinking for ourselves. Like, for example, with a smartphone, you can just get it out and calculate a problem or Google something without actually thinking about it. Being able to use laptops and computers at school is really helpful, but it's made cheating a lot easier for students, which goes back to the whole not having to think for ourselves thing. Plus, with technology, it can be a huge distraction during the school day. Let's just admit that. Although technology has provided some with jobs, it's taken jobs from others. Now, machines do the job that a person might have once did. A huge con to technology is how easy it is to access information about anyone. If you put up a profile of any kind on social media, it's scary simple for anyone to find out a lot about you. Like where you go to school, where you live, where you go to church, who knows. It's much easier for people now to steal someone's identity or for sexual predators to pry. Cyberbullying is also a big issue that comes with technology as well. It's almost in every school.
It's scary to think about all the creepy people out there, isn't it? Technology is weird because it has so many positives, but then again, there are a list of negatives too. I wonder if we will ever find a happy medium. Alrighty, well, that concludes today's episode of the Steel Magnolias Podcast Network. We hope you enjoyed this informational and informative podcast. Tune in next week for the Why Channing Tatum is the Hottest Actor of All Time Ever Seriously podcast. Seriously, he's hot.